All right, let's just jump right in. We're always told that stress is the enemy, right? Something you have to avoid at all costs. But what if I told you it's actually one of the most powerful tools for survival we've ever evolved? Yeah, like a literal ancient superpower that's built right into your DNA. But here's the catch, the big paradox of it all. That exact same superpower, the one designed to save your life, well, in our modern world, it's become a total double-edged sword. It can absolutely help you rise to a crazy challenge, but it also takes a chunk of your life force in return. So what is stress, really? Well, think of it this way. Your body loves this state called homeostasis. It's basically a perfect internal balance, everything running smoothly. Stress, that's the emergency override switch. It's the program that just screams, forget balance. Survival is all that matters right now. It's designed to push you way, way past your comfort zone when, death is knocking at the door. Okay, to really get this, we have to travel back in time, way back. Let's set the scene. It's 50,000 years ago, and our biology is being forged in a world that is, well, it's a lot harsher than today. So picture this. You're huddled with your tribe around a campfire, and out of nowhere, a desperate, starving saber-toothed tiger lunges into the light. The leader of your group, let's call him the bear smasher, why not? He jumps to his feet, and for him, in that single, terrifying moment, it feels like time itself just slows way down. And the reaction is instantaneous. Brain just screams critical threat and unleashes the whole stress response. His adrenal glands pump out a massive shot of adrenaline. His heart starts pounding like a war drum. His lungs go into overdrive, and his muscles get this emergency flood of fuel, totally ramping up their strength and speed. And pain? He doesn't even feel it. His senses are just laser focused on one thing and one thing only. That tiger.
So, decides to fight, and man, this battle is a grueling one. See, adrenaline is great for a quick burst, but this fight, it's dragging on. The whole tribe is on the verge of total exhaustion, and that's when a second, more strategic player enters the game, this other hormone, cortisol.
And the difference between these two is huge when you see them side by side. Think of adrenaline as the sprinter. It's all about speed, impulse, going all in for that short dash. But cortisol, that's the marathon runner. It's slower, it's more strategic, and it's built to manage the long haul. It literally shifts your entire body's economy, shutting down everything that's not essential, like digestion or fighting off a cold, to pour every last drop of energy into survival. At this point, body isn't even his own anymore. It belongs completely to stress. Now, after finally takes down the tiger, his tribe gets to relax. They can finally rest and digest. The stress response shuts off. But here's the problem for us. Our world has changed so profoundly, but our biology, it hasn't. Our ancient programming is now running on modern hardware, and let me tell you, it's causing some serious bugs in the system.
I mean, this comparison right here really says it all. The saber-toothed tigers of the past, they've been replaced by angry emails, project deadlines, and bumper-to-bumper traffic. And the problem is, our brain is hardwired to take all threats very, very seriously. It just can't tell the difference between a predator that wants to eat you and a push notification that just completely ruined your morning.
And what's the result of that? Well, you can end up experiencing dozens of these little micro-stress activations every single day. A short burst of anxiety over a tweet, a frustrating meeting, they all trigger that same ancient, incredibly powerful response. And they stack up, one on top of the other, keeping that emergency program just running in the background, all day long. So what happens when that emergency program never, ever gets the signal to shut down? That's when our superpower morphs into one of the deadliest conditions for modern humans, chronic stress. And let's be super clear on this. Chronic stress isn't just about feeling stressed out. No, it's an actual physiological state where your body is literally stuck in fight or flight mode. There's no release, there's no recovery, there's no signal that says, hey, the tiger is gone, we're safe now. And the physical price we pay for this is enormous. Your muscles stay tense, ready for a fight that never comes, which leads to all that back pain and those tension headaches. Your digestion gets all messed up. Your heart keeps pounding away, wearing down your blood vessels, and seriously increasing your risk of heart attack and stroke. And your immune system? It gets weaker at fighting off infections, but it gets overactive in other ways that cause widespread inflammation throughout your body. And mentally? Oh, it's just as damaging. Your brain actually gets rewired. It starts to favor those quick, impulsive reactions over calm, clear thinking. You literally get worse at solving problems, which of course makes you more likely to create new ones. When you're under chronic stress, you are simply a worse version of yourself, and it can slide right into anxiety and depression. It's a really vicious cycle.
But look, it's not all doom and gloom. Remember, this is a superpower. The key isn't to somehow eliminate all stress. I mean, that's impossible. The key is to learn how to use it like it was meant to be used, and then, and this is the most important part, to turn it off.
So that brings us to the big question, right? How can we get all the good stuff from this incredible biological tool, the focus, the energy, that peak performance, without paying the devastating price of it being stuck in the on position?
Okay, here's a simple 3-step check-in you can use. First, just listen to your body. Seriously, if you feel stressed, then you are stressed, period. Just acknowledge it. Second, take a look at the stressor. Ask yourself, is this response actually helping me? Is it productive? Is there an end in sight? If the answer is yes, awesome. Use that superpower. But, and this is step 3, you have to schedule active relaxation. This isn't being lazy. It's serious, non-negotiable self-care that you need to shut down that fight or flight system.
But what about that constant, nagging, unhelpful stress? The kind you get from a toxic job or from endlessly scrolling through bad news? Well, the single most powerful strategy is also the most direct one. You have to remove the stressor. Now, I know that can be hard, it can even feel drastic, but if something in your life is acting like a constant saber-toothed tiger, finding a way to get it out of your camp is going to have the biggest impact of all, by far.
Look, in the end, life is always going to throw stressors your way. That's just a given. And your stress response will always be there to help you meet those challenges. It really is an incredible tool, a true superpower. But you have to ask yourself this one final question. Are you the one in control here? Are you using this tool, or is it using you?